what is going on YouTube? Well, today is going to be a pretty exciting show. We are going to be stealth camping between a cemetery and a junkyard. Well, I don't want to bore you guys with the bike ride out there, so I'll see you guys when we get to our destination. All right, let's get a move on. What a beautiful day. That was hilarious. I had to start the video at that point. I'm like, that's hilarious. Gotta do it. Well, anyways, I guess I'll get a move on and let's get this adventure going. All right. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but let me zoom up for you guys. There's a fence going around that entire property. But what I'm hoping for is that in front of the cemetery, that it's not fenced off. If it is, we'll deal with that when the time comes. Across the street right now. Wow, that was nice. I thought I was going to have to wait for a bunch of traffic to pass. Anyhow, here, check out what I'm looking at. Let's take a look in the woods. Yeah, you can see the fence right there. Gotta be careful, that black truck right there just pulled in by that Glen's truck parts. It's a pretty small cemetery. What I'm gonna do is just go ahead and just act like I'm kind of visiting the cemetery, even though I don't see any way back here for vehicles to visit the cemetery. Yeah, there's the junkyard. Check it out. Yeah. So I'd like to camp somewhere here to the left. Well, I don't want to jinx myself, but I don't see any signs, no trespassing, and it looks like it might be somewhat easy to get in. That'll be a change. Oh, what's that? Oh, nothing. I could probably enter right here. All right. You know, I cannot believe how easy this location is. I mean, it's wide open. I could just walk in here with my bike and trailer, no problem. Sorry about the sun. Maybe that's a little bit better. All right. But yeah, so we're going to be camping right next to that cemetery. And heck, let's just put this bike down and let's take a look around. Nice. This is an old cemetery. I've seen one headstone that said about 1800 on it. Well, we're gonna come back here when it gets dark. But until then, I'm looking over that way. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it looks like a big pile of junk back there. I know the junkyard is east of here, across that little street. So let's sneak on over there and see what's back there. See if we can find any goodies for tonight. I mean, I could put my tent up anywhere I would like back here. 5G tower. Oh, let's walk over this way. Yeah, you can see the junkyard over that way. Alright. Well, I'm not gonna lie. This has to be one of the coolest places that I have found. And I just thought to myself, I hope I'm not walking up on a homeless camp. Yeah. I mean, it's nice back here. It might be a homeless camp, I don't know. Let's go check it out. Yeah, this is definitely a camp. As you can see the jackets up here. Wow, this is wild looking. Man. Well, what a dump back here. It's a shame that people hard on their luck that have to live outside have to treat the land this way. Because I'll tell you, if you picked up your messes, people might not care as much if you stay somewhere, as long as you're clean and you take care of your environment. But doing this to a beautiful location, yeah, you know, there's no reason for that. No reason at all. So I want to get back to my my bike now. Before I go back, I don't have a bike. Oh wow. Oh, that kind of bent me out of shape, seeing what people did to these beautiful woods. And then people wonder why people don't want them camping in woods. Got a historical cemetery right there. Oh well. Alright. But anyways, enough of the venting, because I'm here to have a good time. And besides, I'm not an environmentalist anyways. But come on, people, pick up your messes, man. Anyhow. I'm just going to move my bike back a little bit further over in this direction. Okay. Well. Okay, my game plan is, with all that debris scattered out here by the homeless, I want to put my tent facing the trash. I don't want anybody that will be able to sneak up behind me. So it's pretty thick behind me. There's a road behind me, and then that junkyard is right there. So nobody, I don't believe, is going to come from behind me. So I'm just going to face my tent facing west, and I'll be able to see anybody coming in my direction. So I only got maybe about 2 hours of daylight left back here. I didn't leave the house until, I would say, 5 o'clock. So took me about an hour and 10 minutes to get out here. Not too bad. I mean, I cannot believe how easy this place was getting in. I almost feel like I cheated. Because, man, almost every place I go into, I got to break my neck getting in. And when I looked at Google Maps back here, it seemed like I was going to perhaps have to jump a few fences. That's why I brought my pack with me, which I'll show you when I open up my trailer. But anyhow, yeah, I guess I'm just going to walk around a bit and find a piece of hidden flat land and go ahead and set camp up. Well, we got about an hour of daylight left, so we may be cooking our dinner in the dark tonight. So I wanted to show you what I did, because like I said, when I was looking at Google Maps, long story short, I thought I may have to jump a fence. So what I was going to do is I was going to hide my bike in the field. So I might be doing this on future episodes of Stealth Camping Adventures. I might be hiding my bike, taking my pack and hiking it in the woods, and going back in the morning and getting my bike when I leave an area. But anyways, here, let's check out what I brought in my trailer. Also, if you notice, I put my camouflage tarp, a 5x7 tarp, on top of my swing trailer to try to cool down that red just a little bit. See what I mean? It is bright, and you can see red in the woods like a sore thumb. Yeah, I think this will be much easier than in some locations trying to get my bike and trailer back here. So from now on, if there's a fence or I can't get back somewhere, I'm just gonna take my pack and enter the location. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is get this tent set up and get everything situated and get our cooking stuff for tonight and get some dinner going. That's my dinner, and get my canteen out. Of course, my mattress, don't leave home without that. My stove. Okay. Looking for my tent, not in my pack, in my trailer. I had my bivy tent attached to that pack when I go out practicing hiking. And I thought my tent was on there, but nope. Here it is. I'll tell you what, I am thirsty. That's why I always bring a good amount of water with me camping. I mean, I got a canteen which holds 2 liters of water, and I bring 1 liter of water with me and another 2 liter of water because you never know when you're going to be really thirsty. Some days I'm not thirsty when I go stealth camping. Other times, man, I get really parched and really quickly. Kind of like today. Whew. Well, I wanted to scout out the land. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to scout out the land with you guys come nightfall. Be a lot more exciting, I tell you that. Kind of looking forward to going to that cemetery at night. But anyways, I'm not too excited about camping underneath that 5G tower. I'll probably wake up tomorrow morning glowing. Anyways, but I'm seriously not excited about sleeping underneath that tower. But what can you do? They're putting them up everywhere that you look. But anyhow, it is a great day. I tell you what, I'm still amazed how easy it was to get in. And so far, I don't see any homeless people going back to that camp. I don't think they're staying there, but they might be, or they might have just been ran out by the police. I don't know. But if anything happens, definitely get it on film. Well, I guess I'm gonna get the rest of my things situated here. All right, let's get this finished up. Okay, what I want to do is camouflage my area just a wee bit better between these 2 trees, because if somebody comes back here, they're going to be able to get a perfect view of me. So, let's go get some brush and cover us. I took my knife so I can make some coverage. And I got a little pile right there. And I'm hoping that'll be enough. Okay. It's working pretty well. Okay, what I want to do now is get this bike and trailer and put it over this way and get that covered with my camo net. So, all right, making good progress. Do you guys hear that? There's some guy in the woods freaking out, screaming. Weird. Let's go closer and see if we can check what that is. Somebody yelling. They sound like they're drunk. Man. All right, let's go back over there and see if we can hear anything. It was coming from over this way. Well, I don't hear him. I'm like, oh no, don't bring that crap over in my camp. Because he was screaming and yelling, which means that's going to draw police over in this direction. So, I don't see him. Here you can check out what I'm looking at. I don't see anything, but I also don't want a police officer to drive down that road and see me standing on the outside of the wood line. Well, obviously, the guy chilled out. Guess we'll get back to camp and finish what we were doing, trying to camo the bike and trailer. I thought for sure that guy was coming over here. I'm like, oh, come on. Okay. Let's get this all camoed up. I think that's pretty good for right now. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, we got probably a half-hour daylight, tops. So what I'm going to do is just sit down, relax for a bit, hope that guy who's having a meltdown behind me cools down and goes away, so he doesn't bring authorities around this area. But so far, so good. But, well, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit sweaty. But I really couldn't ask for a better trip. I'm sorry that I didn't make a video for so long. I had lots of things to do at home, especially with the spring cleaning and the yard work, yada yada yada. So I'm all caught up, and I'm gonna be busting out a good amount of stealth camping videos this summer. So like I said, I'm gonna apologize. I just disappeared for that 2.5 months, but I'll make it up to you guys. Anyhow, I'm gonna see you when I'm ready to eat some dinner, and I'll catch you guys soon. It is 10 after 8, and I haven't ate lunch all day. Wait. I ate a granola bar and a banana, and but I am starving. So let's see what I brought for dinner. Roasting stick that I made as I was relaxing. You know, one of my favorite camping meals. Some baked beans, and if you get one with the pull tab on it, it's really convenient. And they're really quick and easy to open. So, and I just love the old hot dogs out here. Like I said, probably in about 3 or 4 other camping videos, it's one of my favorite things to bring out here because it just makes you feel like you're camping. You know, I cook all week. Last thing I want to do is come out here sometimes and cook a gourmet meal. Other times I don't mind doing that. Other times I just want an easy, quick belly filler. Anyhow, oh, I wanted to show you guys the marshmallows I brought because I like cooking marshmallows too. And I was at the dollar store and I could not find regular marshmallows, so I had to settle for these kind instead. Alright, check it out. Here's other things I brought. I bet these are going to be delicious. These buffalo blue cheese chips. But anyhow, I'm getting sidetracked here. Let me show you the marshmallows. Nice and cute. Magical marshmallows. I mean, I looked all over the dollar store. You know, I should have just went to Kroger just somewhere and got some regular ones. But I'm like, I guess these will do. I mean, they're not too manly, but who cares? I'm pretty secure with my manhood. So I guess eating some magical unicorn marshmallows ain't gonna hurt me. But anyways, let's get these hot dogs going and these baked beans. I'm just gonna mix them up together. Let's light this stove. All right, let's get out those hot dogs. Okay, let's get that hot dog on a stick. And honestly, I used to put hot dogs on the sticks like this, and not so good. So I just put them on long ways now. And you don't gotta worry about them falling off on you. All right. Okay, that looks like it's about done. All right, let's try those baked beans and hot dogs. Actually, you know, I said I got them at the dollar store, but in Michigan, in Detroit, Michigan, they raised the prices to $1.25 per item. So why don't they just make it $2 and call it the $2 store? But let's see how the dollar store baked beans are. Let me adjust this camera a tad. Not too bad. I mean, my honest opinion is they are just as good as Bush's baked beans. So, well, I I guess after this, I'm just gonna cook up some of those marshmallows. I think I'll be done. I assume maybe tonight I might come back out, cook a couple more hot dogs. But anyhow, I'm going to finish this up, and I'll get back with you guys in a few. Well, it's about 11 o'clock, and I'm going to roast up these marshmallows, and then we'll go for a walk by the cemetery and throughout these woods. Let me blow this out. Okay, let's give these a try. All right. Tell you what, I'm not gonna lie. These are delicious. But not only that, it is a little bit creepy out here. I have to have the light on so you guys can see me. I did bring my night vision camera with me, so I'm going to try to use that by the cemetery, and then I'll probably use this light also throughout these woods. I'll use it when I can. Well, anyways, I'm going to finish this, and then we'll go out scouting the land and check out that cemetery, at least walk by it. Okay, let's make our way to the cemetery. It's only probably about 100 feet ahead of us. When we get a little bit further out, I might be able to turn on this headlamp that I have. Well, that's a bummer. My camera already died. I mean, it had 2 bars left, and all of a sudden, it just stopped working. So, really hard to walk through these woods with light in your face. So, I don't know. Let me turn this camera around so I don't break my neck. All right. I got my headlamp in my hand, So I don't know what's up ahead. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be really careful. What does that sign say? Danger, no smoking. Active monitoring. Yeah, so yeah, there's what it is. Yeah, there's the road. Let me turn this light on so you can see it. So yeah. Anyways, I don't want to stick around here too long because by what those signs behind me make it sounds like they have surveillance here. So what I usually do is just go ahead and wave, hey, what's up? There's no trespassing signs out here, so, but I don't know. Well, let's walk around this side. I mean, I'm already out here. Let's see what's on the other side of this thing. Well, I'm by the homeless junkyard back here. But anyhow, yeah, I got this, I noticed a blanket sitting in the tree. But anyways, let's go walk by that cemetery one last time. Yeah, it's midnight. At least this camera is not dying on me. I'm not too excited about having to have a light out here. But anyways, I'm going to kill this light. Or at least shine it just on the ground. Okay, coast is clear. Yeah, this light really helps. Well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go back to camp. I'm just gonna go ahead and chill out, sit out here for a little bit, listen to the radio, and I'll see you guys inside that tent. It is going on 1 o'clock in the morning, and I think I'm going to call it a night. Everything went pretty smooth today. Really enjoyed this stealth camping adventure. But a little bit spooky back here at night, but not too bad. You just got to put your mind on other things, and then you don't spook yourself out. Being out here about 100 feet from that cemetery. But anyhow, I'm gonna get some sleep, and like Meatloaf once said, like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. All right, well, I will see you guys in the morning. All right, God bless and good night. Good morning, everybody. What a good night. I went to bed, I would say, around 2:30 a.m. And I slept like a baby. So not only was this place awesome and easy to get into, but what a comfortable, cozy night. The temperature stayed at 60 degrees the entire night. It is nice, and it's 62 degrees now. It's I would say it's about 10 after 7. And here you can take a look around. Well, anyways, I am going to get out of this tent and start getting camp packed up. And I think I'm going to get out while the getting's good. Okay. We are all packed up and ready to go. Well, that was much faster packing my equipment like I did this time. Usually it could take up to 30 to 45 minutes to pack my equipment. This time it took 19 minutes and 56 seconds, and to be honest, I kind of took my time. Well, anyways, let's get that bike and trailer and get the heck out of here. Well, what I'm going to do is take this sweater off before I go on this 7-mile bike ride back home. So, let me get this sweater off. Okay, well, I feel much better without that sweater on. I thought it might get a little chilly on the way home with the breeze and it being 60 out, but that's not the case. Already starting to sweat. a wee bit. Well, I'll tell you what, I will see you guys later on down the road. Well, thank you for coming along again on another stealth camping adventure. I wanted to thank everybody that has been subscribing, and even if you haven't been subscribing and occasionally you watch one of my videos, I just want you to know I really appreciate it, and thank you very much. Well, the next stealth camping adventure is going to be awesome, so don't miss it. It should be out next week. Until then, I'll see you next time when we go stealth camping.